When we think of a wine region, we picture lush, green, sunlit vineyards, heavy with ripe grapes hanging from the branches. But what about the winter? When the wines are bare, the sun hides behind thick clouds and the frost bites at your toes. It paints an entirely different picture, one that's often overlooked. Believe it or not, there's magic in the winter vineyards, more than you might imagine. And there's one thing, something truly special that you can only experience during this season. What is it? Well, to find out, we're gonna have to put on our hiking boots. And don't forget your windbreaker. We have quite a journey ahead of us. Today, we're joining a hiking organization called Rando et Châteaux. Our starting point? Nothing less than spectacular. Château de Mondabon. This castle was built in the 14th century by order of the English King Edward III during the 100 Years' War between English and French. Château Mondabon is the last remaining example of the medieval military architecture in the Jorens region. As captivating as this castle is, our journey is just beginning. And lucky for us, there are even more castles waiting along the way. It didn't take us long until we stumbled on a surprising sight. A herd of sheep dining in the vineyards. This is something you only see in the winter. If you spot sheep grazing among the wines in the summer, it's a disaster for the winemaker, because there will be no grapes, there will be no wine. In winter, however, the sheep play a crucial role. They mow the grass, fertilize the soil, and prepare the vineyard for the growing season ahead. But sheep aren't the only ones busy in the vineyards this time of the year. Winemakers are hard at work, trimming the wines. During the winter, they prune away the excess branches, leaving only 1 or 2 shoots per plant. These shoots will grow the next harvest in about 9 months. And here's a fun fact. Do you know what the locals do with the pruned branches? They use them in barbecues, because in France, nothing goes to waste. And that's an example we should all follow. As we continue our journey through the vineyards, forests, we cross rivers, and even pet some horses along the way. But where are we heading exactly? To the smallest wine appellation in Bordeaux, Côte de France, to visit Château Puyfromage. And I know what you're thinking, fromage, that's something to do with the cheese. And while wine pairs wonderfully well with cheese, this winery has nothing to do with it. The name Puyfromage comes from its unique history. This chateau sits on a hill, 85 meters above sea level, the second highest point in the Bordeaux region. During the 100-Year War, English troops used this high ground to send signals for movement coordination, and they would often signal from edge. When the French regained the territory and built the chateau in the 16th century, they combined the French word puy, meaning plateau, with English phrase from edge, which sounded like fromage, and that's how Château Puyfromage got its name. Today, the chateau is a true marvel, with its stunning Bordeaux red shutters, windows and doors, rich history, and award-winning wines. But the castle isn't the only special building over here. There's also a 16th century pigeon house, and it's unlike anything you have ever seen. This wonder holds 1,000 pigeonholes, which means that up to 4,000 pigeons could live here at full capacity. Now, why would you need so many pigeons? In the old days, pigeon droppings, known as colombine, were one of the best natural fertilizers. It was so valuable that it was often used as a form of payment. For example, a wedding dowry. Now, isn't that romantic? After exploring the vineyard and learning about their history, we returned to the chateau to warm up by the fire. The owner prepared a cozy fireplace for us, which is a perfect place to rest our cold bones and recharge for the journey back. And if you've ever sat by a warm fire on a gray winter day, you know there's no better feeling. It's a simple yet profound pleasure you won't experience here during the summertime. My name is Jorens, I'm a licensed drone pilot and a videographer in France, and if you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button to support this channel. And I'll see you in the next one.